Hello, guys. Hello, friend. I'm back with another Sherlock Holmes Devil Daughters video. We continue our journey as Detective Sherlock Holmes. I hope today you have a happy day and let's have some fun with this current case. Let's do this. Okay, last time I checked, we are searching for chain reaction. Oh yeah, we're doing this weird puzzle. Now I don't know if I get stuck more than 10 minutes, I have to use walkthrough. I hope I don't have to use walkthrough, but let's see. Because the puzzle kind of weird, like I think you have to activate both of this electricity, right? So you press this and then you press this, no, this, and the electricity should turn, right? Now you have to do for this one side too. But if you do this, then it's red. So you have to make it green. But how? See? It changed to this. Now we cannot turn off this one because it turned off everything. And this is switching between left and right. And you also cannot turn this one because if you turn this one, this one turn off. So so that's why I'm confused with this puzzle. Like how how do you able to make both of them turn on? And it seems there's no solution to. So like I said, if we stuck, then maybe we have to do walk through. So I don't know whether this is a bug or not, but I seriously don't know what to do. Okay, let's try again. Activate the device by finding the correct position for its switches. think this. Ah,
The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
okay, that's that's ironic. So I thought you have to have that two lights at the same time to be green. Turn out that's oh my god, this is embarrassing. Turn out the solution for the puzzle is really easy and like again guys, I don't use walkthrough here.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes. A murder and an accident because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
Okay, so who is the last suspect here? No. Okay, I think there's 5 suspect, but there is 5 suspect, but I don't find that the last person. Where is the last person? Is the last person dead? But it could be. So there's 2 person that was dead. I that I can save during the accident. This one is dead. Ah, okay, good.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg.
Okay. This man was found not far from the flat where the electrical service had chosen a workman. Is a suspect. This one. So this is there are two driver. Okay, I think this is correct. Let's see.
That's it. Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
Well, let's go to the Scotland Yard. While we're waiting, let's open deduction. Still no clue.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I...
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Let's go to the belonging room, evidence room.
Electrical wires. A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating. RAD, quite a popular brand of cigarette. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith. Whiskey. Of poor quality. Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new. The initials MB. This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
I think he has a kid. Child, I mean.
I'm apparently in the children's ward. Mr. Butcher's wife.
Wait, what? Died at the age of 22 years old.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Meryl. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you are experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Oh man, another. Oh right, no. I have a correct reading now.
Meryl Butcher.
Let's see if we miss anything. No. Okay. Another thing that I like about this is that you don't not only you don't have collectibles, you also cannot progress to the story if you haven't finished checking out everything. So once it's set complete, then that means there's nothing else you can do and you just can go. So it's saving a lot of time. So let's go back to Scotland Yard. Let's do interrogation. We are done with here. So just so you know guys, if we are done with something, it will turn green like this. That means we have nothing to check. Wait, I forgot about this. What is this?
The belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte.
I haven't checked this
A
one.
Webley revolver. Rasco is fond of licorice. Ha! A normal pocket knife. A standard deck of playing cards. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Interesting. Is there any? No, nobody. So let's start the interrogation then.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing. I swear...
Yes, you swear it, I know.
Wait, dog tattoo. He's a gang member. I see.
Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes, I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Interesting. He's ill. Anarchist symbol. Burn cloud is poor. Again, another correct portrait. The Zama's get is an aggressive person who wears a symbol of an aggressive disease like the poison must be all trait. This is poor.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Okay, I'm confused here. I think we have to go back to the accident area. Okay, back to the accident area. We have to know where that technical cape came from. But how?
This is an absolute disaster.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad. There was a collision here. Fresh paint, but from something else. The technical cab collided and stopped here. The lock was forced. A trail of mud goes through the entire room.
Oh my.
There's no space for this lockpick. 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 There's no space for this lockpick.
Okay. Wait. Seems we have it wrong. 1, 2, 3. That means we have to use the 3, 4.
There's no space for this lockpick. 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 There's no space for this lockpick.
Okay, we have to use the level 4, I think the 4-inch. No. We use the 3, 4. Oh my, almost. And then for this one, we use the 4. Nice. Whew. Well, that's a relief.
A workshop. Saleable items are produced here. Mud. Oof, smells bad. It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Aha! This is getting interesting.
An old access point to the sewers. An old access point to the sewers.
So a simple case become a more complex one.
I'd better not go in there.
Okay, I get this. We need to create a bridge. I think this is correct. Back on top. Nice. Wait. Oh man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, come on. Oh, 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 oh. Broken letter. Okay. Okay, I got a little bit confused here. I think this is the correct one. Okay, so we have to go there, but okay, let's try this. cannot jump. Okay, little bit confused here because I cannot jump. Hmm. It's too far. Okay, I cannot jump there. It's too far. Okay, I'm probably missing something here, but I think we have to lower this. Okay, this is a bad design, guys. Look at this. You have to lower the bridge, but the bridge, you can see, the bridge goes through the pipe. I think that's a bad design. Anyway, obviously, we cannot jump there too far. Okay, let me thinking a little bit here. Can we move this? Let's see. Back to 0. Okay, I'm a little bit confused here. see the ladder is broken. So let's see if we can. No, we cannot do that from here. This is the only solution that I can think of, because you can only move the box to side. Let me turn the ambient off. So, okay, I'm really confused here. One. Oh, great, I missed this one. We actually can. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. So, okay, guys, I understand now. The position of the box is correctly. I already did the correct one. The position of the box should be right here. I just missed this, that you can actually move the ladder. Dang. This is embarrassing. You know, sometimes this kind of thing you miss. You see, guys, I'm used to action games, and usually action games like Prince of Persia games, usually when there's obstacle, like for example Tomb Raider game, for example Tomb Raider games, if you find this kind of obstacle, usually all you have to do is just raise the box and then jump, and then you're just simulate. I don't know the what the words in English. I think shimmy, like like using your hands, and then in the climbing position, and then go to the ladder on the right. That's usually what happens when you play a when you play a Tomb Raider kind of game. And this is not an action game, so
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. Magnesium strips. So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. This vault belongs to the Bank of England. An old map of the sewers with a red cross.
Wow, a simple case.
The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm.
A simple case of accident turned out to be a bank robbery. Wow, this is interesting. I bet you guys don't expect that too, right? From here, go to the left.
All of the licorice has been eaten. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. RAD, quite a popular brand of cigarette. These barrels are empty and unsealed. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
This is getting interesting. Okay, we still need more. Hmm. Oh my god. The conclusion is surprising. Mr. Butcher is a murderer. Oh my god. You see, guys, I thought he would never do that because, he has a daughter. I mean, he has a daughter, so he a good guy. Wow. Now I understand how the police. Now I understand how a detective way of thinking. Like, even if it seems you're talking with a good guy, if even it seems you're talking with a loving guy, a caring guy, that doesn't mean he cannot create evil plan. Oh my god.
Where is this inspector?
Locked.
Wait, what?
It's a mistake, I swear it. I shouldn't be here.
Condemn me to death. That's your job, after all.
I already found all the clues. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Butcher. I know just want to save your daughter, but killing other people is just sadistic.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Butcher, say goodbye to your daughter. We are arresting you for robbery and murder.
What? You can't do that. What happened to my girl?
You should have thought about that.
You monster. Even if it were true, what would a bank's money be worth against the life of a child? I love you, Merrill.
Murder is never proof of love. Now please, come with us.
Okay, let's see. Check our conclusion. Ah, yes. So it's true. Reginald Butcher is the killer, and I condemned him. A little bit. I mean, a little bit of cold-hearted on my side, but come on, guys. Killing, saving a girl life, but then make other people's die is just not a solution.
Holmes, at last you're back. We can't find Kate.
What?
She went for her lesson, but the teacher says that Kate never arrived.
Mrs. Hudson!
She's gone out to ask around the neighborhood.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut it for now. We're going to continue this chapter after on the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed it. A lot of things that make me think about in real life, like how what we think as a good people is not actually good people. So it's really opened up my eyes. Okay, see you guys on the next episode.